I like how you're starting at the last thing I did.
Hello everyone, we're back. We're here to take you on a little walk around AVIAN, Mellissa Read-Devine's exhibition, beautiful exhibition. We're going to start with this gorgeous painting here, which is called The Queen's Garden. And I think I need you to tell me about this painting.
The Queen's Garden, well this is actually the last painting I created for this show. And I thought...
It wasn't ready when
I know, but I didn't rush it because there was I thought a peacock, and I've never painted a peacock before, because how can you up nature, I mean, they're so glorious, and I thought I can't possibly try, but I did, and it was he was just a joy to create.
It's a beautiful paint. The colour in this is divine.
Thank you.
Are we allowed to say that?
Yeah.
Divine. You've got just the right name. And I just love it. It's quite a big painting, so anyone interested in this one, we're standing in front of it so you get an idea of size. But we will move around quite quickly, because this is so that you can see the size of a lot of these paintings and gauge how they might look on your walls at home. Now we've got a few red dots, which is lovely. So we've got the beautiful eagle. Now you've called this something like, I'm going to look at the highlight.
The highlight.
I thought was very clever.
Yes. I actually painted the Wedgetail. It was probably one of the first paintings I did, because I asked my husband, I love birds, all birds, and I'm saying, what's your favorite? I'm quizzing my family, what's your favourite bird? What's your favourite bird? And Tony said, Wedgetail Eagle. I said, all right then, I'll paint one of those. He's not getting it because someone else.
This is going to Perth, actually.
Yes.
So you've got a big following all around the country, which is wonderful. And we've already spoken very briefly about this one called Secrets in the Garden, which was snapped up very quickly by a collector in the United States.
Fantastic. Actually, this one is based on Wendy Whiteley's Secret Garden. Because I adore the handrails.
Yes.
So if you ever go to Lavender Bay, you must go there.
I have her book, and I just haven't been to the garden, which I just look at that book but it's very close to where you teach.
Yes.
So Mellissa teaches painting for anyone interested at the Art Society, the Royal Art Society.
Yes, And I like little stories. I'll populate my figurative paintings with little stories.
So what are these little birds?
They're
finches?
No, they're golden whistlers. Oh no, they're yellow robins.
Yellow robins. Oh, okay.
And it's got an eavesdropping kookaburra.
Have you ever watched kookaburras? Because I have this idea that they might travel in groups of 4.
4? Oh, check that out.
Can you check that for me? Because I have a lovely painting by Irene Mannion, and it is a group of 4. And I've seen 4 together, and 4 came and spoke to me yesterday or the day before, and they all flew away. And I just wondered if there's a thing about groups of 4. So you can check it out. This is lovely.
Wonga pigeons, yes. And you often see them walking. They usually just walk, waddling along the bush tracks. 1 or 2.
Is it Wonga pigeons that we have here that sit in my carport? No. Oh, okay.
Yes.
No.
And this landscape was from a sketch I did over at Webb's Creek. So they're all this local city.
And I love the rocks. So typical Mellissa Read-Devine rocky landscape, which is beautiful. And these two, that one is I shouldn't have favourites in exhibitions, but this one just stood out, and I guess it's the beautiful little yellow flowers, but tucked away on that rock. Is that a lyrebird?
Yes, it is. Yeah,
very
it's
beautiful.
Called Ode to Solitude, because I was trying to think of something like a song, and they have beautiful songs.
Yeah, that's a really beautiful painting. And of course, this is a sort of rather comforting, because we have these birds, swamp hens. They cross the road down the end of the street here, because it's a very low point, and there's a dam over on this side of the road, and there's another dam over this side, and these little swamp hens think it's safe, and it's not, and it's really sad when you see them.
Did you know the Romans used to keep these and peacocks as ornamental fowl?
Oh, really?
Yeah. I read that somewhere. I don't know if it's true, but I read it
Do
somewhere.
people eat them? They're not an eating bird,
I
are
don't
they?
know.
Oh, they're too beautiful.
They
I mean,
just
they're
look beautiful.
so elegant, and I love. I think in all of your exhibitions you've had here, there's been a swamp hen, and they sell very quickly. Now, this here, we will need to talk about these two. They're very big and a pair. Are they a pair?
Look, I painted it as a pair, but I realised they both stand on their own as a single painting. So, as you can see, it follows through. We've got a couple of galahs, and we've got one just coming in for a chat. And I think they're both singly and doubly.
Yeah, well, make a stunning wall piece, wouldn't they, in a big house? Like, sometimes I think, this gallery, I could do with a gallery 5 times the size. I'd love to spread them out. I mean, we can't have everything, and I do try to sort of give them a wide berth. But these two would look stunning. I've got them on a black wall, but how good would they
They
look
could
on
go
a white?
together, or I've seen one of your clients on either side of a window.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was the raised fish, the big long fish. And someone bought it and put the tail end of the fish on one side and the front of the fish on the other. Very clever. Would look great as well. Didn't your father do something in his big house with two of your paintings, one other side of a big doorway or something?
Yeah.
And now this is, I can't remember the name, hang on, Shadows? Shadow Play.
Yes.
Beautiful painting, this one. And can you see the little bird here? I need to point this out because a lot of people don't realise that that's not a rock. It's actually a little bird and beautiful. Now we're going to sort of just stroll through into the next room because we have one of the most beautiful paintings on the wall here. And it is called, is it this escarpment?
It's called Watch Over Me.
Watch Over Me.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to have to change the order of I've got this in the wrong place.
And it's actually after the song, Someone to Watch Over Me.
Oh, right. Well, it's a beautiful painting and it looks fabulous on that wall there, on the black wall, and it's the first thing you see as you come in.
This was lovely. I mean, it's actually slightly different to my normal colour palette.
It is,
I mean, I paint with the same colours, but the way I put them together, it's golden. And I was actually inspired by a photographer's work, Alison Betts, and she gave me permission to be inspired by her photograph.
Well,
and
it's
just
beautiful. I love all this down here. So just something that's rather abstracted and beautiful. All right, let's move on to the next painting. Mellissa, you're going to tell us all about this one because this is the biggest one in the exhibition.
Escarpment. So it's landscape. First and foremost, it's landscape because it wasn't just about birds, because birds are part of the landscape. I mean, they're part of the landscape I hang out in. And what's a landscape without birds? So up the top, we've got a flock of galahs going wherever galahs go.
Oh, it's lovely.
And but it's first and foremost a celebration of our wonderful escarpments and sandstone.
And this is all at the back of your property.
It is local. It's probably over the river. Yes.
Yeah, I love the blue in this too. It's there's a lot of blue in this exhibition.
There is.
And it's lovely. I think it gives it that uplifting quality that it has because it's certainly a beautiful, happy exhibition. I don't feel happy just being here. It's just lovely. These two, gorgeous. So there's a series of these different birds. You've got the eagle, kookaburras, cockatoo, and of course we'll flow through to the lovebirds and the penguins.
This one's called Having a Laugh. It's obvious.
I know. And he's got a cheeky face. He's gorgeous. And the lovebirds. There's a real pastel flavour to this one.
I actually finished Lovebirds on Valentine's Day.
Oh, that is very cute.
I wanted to finish it in time for Valentine's Day.
Appropriate.
Because I wanted to.
But here's our penguin we were talking about before. So we've probably said heaps about this little fella, but he's gorgeous. Just absolutely gorgeous. Now, I've said this before, and I probably should. I think this would make the best cereal packet for children. It is just so.
Robyn, did you eat Fruit Loops as a child?
I'd say my children
Or you
when they
wanted
were
to.
little, but yes, everyone's tried Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I have it in my head, because the only toucan I've ever seen is on a Fruit Loops
Yes,
packet.
right.
We shouldn't say that, because this is just beautiful. It's not all Australian birds, of course, because
this is my South American visitors coming to Australia to hang out.
So that's what's that called?
It's a macaw.
Macaw, yes.
Yeah. So, and I have a few South American friends.
Well, I hope they're watching. Now, this is a series I want to talk about. Are we right for time, George? Because we've okay. So I'm just looking at. Oh, okay. Yes, we've got a little bit of time, but I would like to talk about these, because they're called the Jailbird Series.
Yes.
They're tiny. I'll lift one up to give you an idea of how small it is. It's really quite small, but they all have names.
They do.
And where did the names come from?
The names are fictional criminals, because these are birds we keep at home. I'm a frustrated bird owner. I don't own a bird because my dog would eat it.
Yeah.
And I would love a budgie, or we did have a cockatiel at one stage, or a canary, and we keep them in cages. Usually let them fly out sometimes, but for their own safety,
so
they're kept in cages.
Yeah.
So they're actually jailbirds, but they're usually happy to be them. And jailbirds, criminal names. I thought, well, what fun.
So we've got some of them, for example, Spuds Spaldoni. Which was Spuds Spaldoni?
Him? This one.
Oh, him.
Yes.
I just think it's lovely, and I just think they're so much fun and beautiful. I have my favourite, of course, one with the purple and with the green and yellow budgie,
Yes.
which is very Australian birds, aren't they, budgies?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
All right, we're up to the last painting, another one of my absolute favourites. The blues in this are just divine, again.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And this bird here?
They're the little honey. Oh, I'm sorry, the name escapes me. Eastern spinebill, maybe? Or is it? They're honey eaters. They're feasting on the Banksias.
Yeah, and I love grevilleas and Banksias.
And it's called Sunday brunch, because that's what we do. We usually have our Sunday brunches with friends by the seaside.
Well, I love it. I just love that one. I love the colours. It's just another joyous painting. Well, thank you for following the tour. We must be running out of time. So very quickly, this is all online. It will be online until the end of the month, or until the 1st of May. Mellissa, congratulations. An absolutely beautiful exhibition. I'm so thrilled to be having it. And buy a painting, everyone.